Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. To my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about and referring to Bernie Sanders. ABC News has declared that Bernie Sanders is the face of the resistance, or he has emerged as the leader of the resistance against 45 trade. We are going to take a look at that, see what the future is and the fate of Bernie Sanders, and find out in the cards that the cards recognize Bernie Sanders as the leader or the de facto leader of the resistance. So we're going to find out in today's video. If you haven't already watched my previous video, which has been uploaded earlier today, it talks about the guillotine, Robert Barrons, and the election in the future, sometime in the future, to talk about the two battle between corporations and the people. I recommend you go watch that video. It's very informative, and please, if you can, share the videos on my YouTube channel. Help us, help spread the message, help me be able to get other people who are following and subscribe to the channel to actually see and be notified by YouTube that I have uploaded and posted. If you have been noticing that YouTube has not been letting you know, you can do so by going to the comment section below or in the description. You can go follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you without having you to rely on YouTube yourself. So that's up to you if you want to do that. If you want to help out the channel grow in some capacity, you can like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment in the comment section below, or watch this video longer than normal. You'll be helping the algorithm with that. This video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. This video is being recorded on Wednesday, March 12th at 12:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when I am recording this specific video. So let's go ahead, let's take a look, let's see what's going on with Bernie Sanders, and let's go from there. Alright. So Spies and Angels, tell me how we're going to do this for Bernie Sanders. Okay. So tell me, what is the outcome, the likely outcome and path and future of Bernie Sanders, who, quote unquote, by ABC News outlet declared that Bernie Sanders emerged as the de facto leader of the resistance against 45 trade. Is this true? Is it true? Is Bernie Sanders the leader of this resistance? Or is there someone else that's coming that's going to be the real leader? Okay, so a lot of cards flipped. The entire deck actually flipped. That's the first. I'm not reading that. Okay, no thank you. Alright, so Spirit Angels, tell me about Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the de facto leader of the resistance against 45. Is he the actual resistant leader? So tell me now this is the wrong deck. Okay, what's the right deck? This one? Okay, they're telling me to also use the Kipper. So we're going to use the Kipper. Are we using the Kipper for? Okay. So they're telling me to use this deck first, and then we're going to use this deck to clarify. So Spirit Angels, tell me about Bernie Sanders. Is Bernie Sanders the de facto leader of the Democratic Party in terms of resistance, or is he a part of the resistance? Doesn't matter what it is. Is he the leader of the resistance? It's Bernie Sanders, the resistance. Okay. I need more cards you'd like to tell me. Okay. So tell me that's it, no more. Because we have the mature male on the bottom, like the mature man. It makes sense, he's older. We have here imprisonment in reverse. 29. Okay. Interesting. We have on the right side, what's heading in the future, we have a message. There is a message that's being either sent or being opened. This feels like it's a message being sent that's open. There's a message that's being sent that's open in the future, and it's being crossed by thus. 2016. It's also talking about the women right? This was initiated by the women, which means that women are going to play a very crucial role in the resistance in the future. And they're going to be like the ones who are going to be considered inferior, and because they're inferior, they're the perfect spy, because people will know, no one will suspect a woman to be a spy. There will be a woman spy who will work for the resistance, who will relay messages to the people who need to hear the message. There is a message that's coming to someone. It's going to be relayed by a female spy. That's in the future, though. In the past tense, we have the message of concern, right? With the woman in reverse here, the message of concern. There was no message of concern. But what is challenged in that, we have here the mature female, the mature women. It's interesting. The mature female, again, is going to be the one who says here, the young female can be like, oh, there's nothing worrisome about here. And she's like, no. I've been through this before. I understand what's going on here. Send the message. The message gets delivered. That's what that is. So the older woman is speaking to another individual, whoever this individual is. It's being delivered by this young individual because she's relating her thoughts to someone. She's relating her thoughts to the resistance in some way. There is a resistance here. There's that message. What's the top of the deck here? We have imprisonment. Right? The lack of a virtue is not imprisoned, it's the marriage. So what does this mean is that they don't have any loyalty to the institution. They essentially divorce themselves from the institution, which means that whoever this person is, whoever is relaying the message to the resistance, they used to be in support of this, but they are no longer in support of whatever's going on. And because of that, they have turned their back because they realize that they are now inferior, which makes them the perfect spy, and they're able to relay the messages that they need to see, that they need to be able to stand out. I'm getting inferences and hints that it has to come from the White House as well. Potentially Melania, could be Ivanka, could be Ivana, could be a whole bunch of them. Even Ivana might not even be alive anymore. I think that's the one that's not alive. I don't really remember off the top of my head, so I do apologize. But it could also be it goes for relating the messages as well. Right? Doesn't matter what it is. There's a message here that's being sent from the past to the future. Right? And this is a mature female with a message of concern that's coming. It had not yet happened, which means this past tense here, this is our future. We have not had this happen yet. This is our future. This is what's happening in the late future, or sometime after this occurs. And this will take place. Right? Does not give me any indication that Bernie Sanders is here yet. We have the mature male. We know he's the mature man, right? And then here underneath him, we have the coffin. I don't think this is him. I don't feel like this is him because, again, if this is taken in the future, Bernie Sanders is very old, right? I'm not trying to, for entertainment purposes only, of course, and everything in this video is alleged, but I'm not wishing ill health or anything like on him. But long term though, you gotta think about, like, if you want a leader to be the leader of resistance against 45, you gotta pick someone who has a little bit more stamina. Bernie Sanders could be like the mentor to the leader, but I don't think Bernie Sanders is the leader. So I think ABC News is actually wrong in that part, based on what I'm getting in the cards. Again, this is not my opinion. Spirit Angel, tell me about Bernie Sanders. Okay, here. That's way too close. That's way too early. Tell me about Bernie Sanders, Spirits and Angel. Tell me about Bernie Sanders and the leader of resistance. Is he the leader of resistance, or is there anyone else? Would you like to give us information on the resistance and Bernie Sanders? And is he mentoring someone? Is he passing away? What's going on here? Tell me, Spirit, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on with Bernie Sanders resistance? Thank you. Okay, first thing we have is news, Ace of Cups, and water. Scorpio. Right? The predator finds the prey. The predator finds the prey. And here's the Scorpio, and you have the news outlet. What is the news saying? The news is saying Russian probe turns spotlight on Kushner. Right? The predator is about to strike the prey. The little squeaky mouth is about to strike. It makes sense because the top of the deck here, in this deck here, we have the little mouse, the little tweaky, telling them what happened. It's reversed, which means the mouse is free. The predator is trying to get rid of the mouse, which means that they're trying to intercept the communication. There's interception here. They're trying to intercept the communication. Here you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is something slowly cooking, abiding its time to be eaten. It's reversed, which means that something has not been cooked by the time that this message has been intercepted. This is something that is already ingoing. So whatever's happening in terms of resistance-wise, this message is a message of something that had already occurred. Right? This is the plan being cooked. The plan is reversed because the plan has already been initiated. So the interception, the communication about the plan that had already been started. And here you have the water. Because remember, this is the fire, the small fire, right? And what has been intercepted, what has already started, the water, the emotion. The Scorpio is again that water emotion. And here you have the water. Oil and water do not mix and it causes an explosion. So what does this mean here? It means that the message of interception, there's something that's trying to intercept the message here, but the event had already occurred. So there is something coming. That's a big tower moment in terms of resistance against 45, but the message has been intercepted, but it does not matter because it already happened. Here at the top of the deck here, we have the Death card, a change in the house. A change coming in the house. It's the Death card reversed. They want change, a change in leadership, right? The change in the house. What's in the bottom? We have here the Tower reversed, the Twin Towers. The Tower, the Constitution, the scale of justice being reversed. Again, another interesting information here. So what is telling us about Bernie Sanders? It doesn't feel like Bernie Sanders showed up anywhere in the reading. But in essence, it talked about a female. A lot about women. If you haven't noticed, a lot about women, very little male, a lot about women. And women, older women specifically, will play a very key role in the communication process. It will be intercepted. Absolutely, the media is going to intercept this communication. But there will be underground messages because the messenger does receive the message. He opened up the letter, which means the message, even though it's intercepted, goes through anyway, because possibly, and only possibly, the message that might be sent might be of a female who allowed the message to continue being sent by lying to the people who they open up messages for. This means that there's something going on with the UPS system where they will be reading people's letters in envelopes before they reach the doorstep of the individual. So that's what it feels like. It feels like there's interceptions here, but it makes it to the sender. It makes it to the receptor, or whatever you call it. But regardless, they receive the message. And here you have the Death card. What is the goal? The goal is to take the person out of the house. Take them out. The resistance, to stop them. The Death card is reversed, which means that death has not occurred. But we do have the Tower card here, which means this is coming in the future. Top of the deck here, we have here the Gemini, the Blood Moon. I think in 2 days the Blood Moon begins. The Gemini begins. This is sometime around June. So until the Blood Moon begins in 2 days from now, actually one day, actually starts the 13th, going into the 14th of March, into June, or right before June, big things are going to be happening. So you remember that time when we had that, what's it called? Women lost their right in May? Expect something with women from now until then. Women will start to lose their rights before June. And here you have the High Priestess in reverse. This is the top of the deck, the High Priestess as well. The High Priestess comes in as the Constitution. The bottom of the deck here comes in as the Seven of Cups, right? Doing your job, barista. There's going to be a lot of empty cups here, but it's going to be fulfilled, but it's behind the scenes. And how do you know that? Because we have the Knight of Swords, another woman. Another female. You might be injured, but they're still going to move ahead. And here you have it, the Three of Cups. There is a celebration again for women. So women are going to play a very crucial role within the resistance. And here you have the Knight of Cups. The media is controlled by Trump and the media. So do not trust whatever the media says going forward. The media you cannot trust. But Bernie Sanders does not come in anywhere in this reading except the bottom of the deck, which showed the coffin, which means that no, he is not the leader of resistance. But someone else will be the leader of resistance. We don't know who they are because we're not allowed to be told who they are, which is why they never came up in the reading. But we can definitely tell women are especially older women, are communicating something. It almost feels like the Underground Railroad. It's kind of like what it feels like, the vibe and the ambiance of it. It feels very similar to that of the Underground Railroad. So, I'm getting pulled to a different deck here. So we are going to use that tarot deck to see if maybe we can get some more information. But I do feel like there is going to be a communication that's coming. Whether it's something that we're going to be known about, probably not. We'll probably won't hear about this until the event is secure, or, you know. But anyway, besides the point, there's a card in here that kind of gives me Harriet Tubman, and that is the woman who led the Underground Railroad. If she comes up, you know that this message is being hidden by women. Right? Women played a very crucial role. They will play another crucial role because they are considered inferior. Right? Being considered inferior, you make the perfect spy or the perfect messenger. Spiritual angels tell me about the resistance led by Bernie Sanders, or quote-unquote Bernie Sanders, because it appears to us that Bernie Sanders is not the resistance, but he's leading the way to the resistance. Oh, here it is, Harriet Tubman. Told you I had a feeling that she was coming up here. Here's the Harriet Tubman card. What the odds is happening is the Six of Swords. It is Harriet Tubman leading the way. The next card here is we have the Star card reversed, the women. Right, this is the Liberty, this is the election, the Star card. Women leading the way. Women are going to lead the way for something. And here you have another woman, a Princess of Cups, by Oprah Winfrey. This all look like black women in particular. Black women and white women together teaming up. I'm also here in Latino. And here's another one. We have Harris, Princess of Wands. Right, another woman. They're all in reverse. You notice how all of them are reversed except Harriet Tubman? But the message is reversed. Because it's telling you here that these people, the women, will play a key role because they're reversed because the message is hidden. The message is being delivered by Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is telling you that the messages of women are being misconstrued, but they lose their power, they lose their voice. But they are still communicating effectively, but behind the scenes. And here you have the Princess of Cups. The Prince of Cups, which is Robert F. Kennedy. Now you see the Princess of Cups here. Prince of Cups, Robert F. Kennedy. If you want the link to this tarot deck, I'll put it in the description below. And here you have, again, Bernie Sanders. I said, ironically, leading the light, walking to the dark, leading the light. And here you have him holding the torch, right? Then, ironically enough, we have a total lunar eclipse. And at the end of the month of March, we actually will have a partial solar eclipse, which is kind of more similar to. And here we have the Two of Wands, which means flying, soaring high. So flying above the radar, which means that the liberty or the election and the women will fly above the radar. Right, they're over what people were thinking. This is the Ace of Pentacles, right? This is the Vice President house, which is ironic because it falls underneath where Harris is and the black women, right? The Vice President. And here you have the final card here. We have the Strength of Women. Nevertheless, she persisted. And here is Elizabeth Warren. Again, there's something with women. Women are going to be a crucial part to the resistance. But the male will be the leader of the resistance. So there's going to be a male leader of the resistance, but it's going to be powered by women. If that makes any sense. There's going to be a male leader powered by women. And last card, Spirit and Angel, tell us about this male leader. Okay. We have this Four of Swords. This is somebody who's not ill. This is a leader who's not going to be ill. And this is someone who is willing to fight. And here is the Two of Swords. This is not someone who said that things are negotiable. You can choose to have your guns or your swords or your constitution. This is someone who said these are inalienable rights. That these are rights that are not negotiable. This is somebody who's very strong, very tough. This is someone who's not willing to say that they're willing to sacrifice something for something else. So if you're thinking Hakeem Jeffries, don't even go there. It's not even him. I'm hearing that he's weak. That's what I'm hearing. The first word I'm hearing is he's weak. He's not that individual. This is someone who's going to be jailed. So someone who's going to be jailed or try to be held in prison, but that's okay because remember we have the message to Harriet Tubman. The women are going to be delivering the message. He will still be part of the resistance even if he's in jail. And here you have the three of stories. He's going to also be backed by those who are, being threatened to be deported or to have their rights taken away. And this is during the full moon. We will see that during the full moon. So the full moon cycle, when that's coming up, let's see when the full moon is. Full moon cycle 2025. Oops, I put 2026. Okay. The next full moon cycle, let's take a look and see when that full moon cycle is, because I'm not really good at this. Actually, it's the 14th. So it is happening in 2 days. It's called the worm moon. The worm moon. Like the worm, like a little slimy worm. Makes sense, because what happens with the worm? They're in the ground and they're creating tunnels, right? They're creating tunnels. It makes a lot of sense now that you think about it, right? The worm moon. This is the three stories. Okay. The last card we have here, we have the Five of Cups. Abraham Lincoln. It's going to be a battle. Doesn't mean it's going to be a physical battle, but it's going to be one that's going to be well fought. And here you have the final outcome card here on the bottom of the deck. Here we have the Four of Wands. We have here the White House. We have happy times ahead. So there is going to be happy times amidst this darkness. Right, in the top of the deck here, we have the King of Stories. The man. It's going to be a male leader. I said it's going to be a male. Could be Obama even. But it's going to be a younger male than Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders is going to lead the way through the darkness in the night to the resistant leader, whoever that may be. But it's going to be a male. It's going to be powered by women. Or it could even be this. It could be a woman with masculine energy. Could be that too. But it looks more than anything, it is male. But it can be powered by women underground. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you all the next time. Until then, peace out and I love you.